Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. I want to apologize if you hear the air. That's the AC. I'm hot. I just came off of a walk. It's hot outside, so I'm gonna need that AC pumping on me. So if you can hear it, I apologize. How y'all doing, Libra? How are you guys? I want to say I have a message for you guys. I am gonna get into the tarot here, so but give yourself credit for how much you've been through. Some of you guys are beating yourselves up for still being in the grieving process, and you've been through a lot. Like a lot. You've been through so much, and you're so strong because you're continuing to go, but have compassion for yourself. Understand that what you went through was hard, it was challenging. So what if it, so what if it turned you a little bit, turned you into a different person? That's what things like that do to people. Some of you guys have been through some heavy, heavy shit. And I wanted to give you guys that message because I know damn well I needed that message because I'm just messing up my whole thing. I need, I know daggone well I needed that message. Sometimes we go through things and we don't give ourselves the benefit of the doubt. We don't look at ourselves as human. We look at ourselves as, we're supposed to be more intelligent. We're supposed to be strong. And some things that we go through in life are excruciating. They're painful and they're hurt. And if you have the symptoms of a person who's hurt, that's normal. Don't beat yourself up. Don't try to cover it up. Don't think that the world can't see you as a human being who's going through something or who has been through some things that has changed them. Okay? Okay, Libra. I'm gonna get into let's see. I'm gonna get into the oracle cards for you. We're gonna be giving, to see where you guys are. If you guys need any messages from spirit, what's to come, and some things like that. I've been trying. Oh yeah, Libra. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because I will start doing personal readings, also a Patreon, because I'm be trying to go deep, but I don't be trying to have y'all here for like 2 hours. So, especially in love, like I want to open up and do Libra with each sign. So if you guys tell me which sign you're dating or which sign you're with, we can do a little cross watching on this channel. I don't even know if I introduced myself. How rude. I'm Audrey, right? And this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. How rude of me. Hello, guys. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you click the like button. But Libra, something is telling me for you to ease down. Ease on down the road. Ease down. Y'all remember that song from The Wiz? Ease on down the road. When I was younger, I did not even know that was like another version, like I guess the black version of The Wiz. I thought that was The Wizard of Oz. So when I was in school, I'm like, where Michael Jackson at? And they showed me the real Wizard of Oz. I'm like, hold up, Dorothy didn't look like that. I did not know. I watched The Wiz first before I've ever seen The Wizard of Oz. I'm like, where Michael Jackson at? But anyway, some of you guys may be listening a lot to Michael Jackson. Anyway, what messages do we have for Libra? What messages do we have for Libra? This is a timeless message. Anytime you need this message, Libra. We're not doing months because I don't think time exists anyway. I'm not even going to get into that. That's for the Patreon. But anyways, Patreon coming soon, okay? Patreon is coming soon. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any info. Patreon, personal readings, okay? All of that is coming soon. All right. know, Libra. I just heard what is first becomes last, and what is last will be first. Some of you guys may have been playing the background for a long time. What is first will be last. What is last will be first. I heard that. I don't know why. Clear as day in my head. It could be for me. I'm gonna take it because sometimes I be feeling last. Sometimes nah, feeling last. Okay. Even though I know everything's a process, patience, is everything. But sometimes you be feeling like, what the hell? What the hell going on? Okay, so Libra, this is you. This is you as you are. Libra, you're trying to learn to accept all aspects of yourself. The good, the bad, the ugly. Like I just said before when we opened up, some of you guys could be being really, really hard on yourselves. Some of you guys could have went through something life shattering, life changing, something that's going to stop the strongest human being. And you are putting expectations on yourself that are unrealistic. You are a human being. You have, beloved, radical acceptance. You're accepting who you are. You're opening up yourself for acceptance. I'm seeing a place that some of you guys may have had some type of childhood trauma. You may have never felt close to anyone or truly accepted by anyone. And I feel like right now is the time for you guys to truly accept yourself and truly accept everything that you're going through, because when you long for love, when you long for a person to accept you, that's a lack of self-acceptance. Like this longing to be close to someone, longing to love someone. I feel like all of that has something to do with childhood trauma. In one of my last readings, we were talking about the inner child and how you must connect with your inner child. This is also accepting the people who've hurt you, accepting the things that you went through, also accepting it a little step further with the people who've hurt you, because realize those people who hurt you, that's an aspect of you in your shadow self, the part that you don't show to the world. You attract things that are of you. And it's a hard pill to swallow to accept that a person who did you dirty, like some things you would never do, it's hard to accept that that's in you as well. Once you can fully accept that, that's when you can experience love on a whole other level. It's not about accepting the person. It's about accepting you. It's about accepting what's already in you and understanding that you attract what is already in you. Instead of looking at people like, how the hell did he get on my path? Who brought his ass over here? Or who brought her over here? But accepting that all of that stuff is within you. Accepting that all of those things are parts of you. Accept the parts of you. There are different parts of this. One looks pleasant and one looks dangerous, and then it's all mixed in between. That is us. That's our human being. A lot of us just show the parts of us that are pleasant. But the parts of us that are not so pleasant, the parts of us that are so dramatic and so sometimes like flames, we try to hide those parts. Or we say, well, I'm justified for that coming out of me. I was justified for that coming out of me. Sometimes you are justified for that coming out of you. But the fact is it's coming out of you, which means that it's inside of you. So I feel like you guys are at a place where you are learning to accept yourself, learning to accept your pain, learning to fully forgive. Stop looking at the past thinking things will be different. Accept what has happened. Accept what was done. Don't accept that it was, don't accept it. Accepting it doesn't mean that you're saying is right. You're just saying that was a moment in time that happened. And now what can I do about it? You're coming to a place of accepting yourself. You may be shelling off, like not shelling off, shelling up to those people around you, because right now you're worried about self. You have ego sublimation. sublimation, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. You're on the path of destroying everything about yourself that you made up to protect yourself. If that, I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense. You're on a path of destroying everything about yourself that you made up, that you added to yourself to protect yourself. Because we get this ego to protect us from fear. And this is the vanishing mirror. The vanishing mirror. A lot of you guys may need to check your ego. A lot of you guys may need to, sit down, and you may have to have a reality check about something. But some of you guys, you may need to check your ego, because this is letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of positivity. Okay? We are all products of our conditioning. Don't blame yourself. Everybody walking this earth has an ego. That is one of the human being journeys and tests. Every human has that test, because every human creates their ego, and it's so hard to get rid of their ego, because we were created in God's image, and God is a creator, and God loves what he creates. So we created our ego, so we love what we create. Some of us have our ego has gotten us through challenging times. Our egos has gotten us through dealing with malicious people. Our ego has saved us points like time and time and time again. So for some of us, it's kind of hard to part with that ego. But Libra, for you, since you're going through this radical acceptance, you're accepting who you are. You're accepting who you are. You're getting a deeper definition of who you are. You're moving beyond the veil to you. You're moving beyond the veil to your potential. Okay? You are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect. Even if it appears ambitious, it is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself this way, you can become a servant of the ego. It edges God out. Ego edges God out. Oh, here we are. I'm sorry. Ego edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. You're removing that. Ego, you can be going through a spiritual awakening right now. Some of this could be like heavy for you. You can have heavy moments in your life. My heart goes out to you. I'm always here. You go ahead and leave me a comment. I'll comment back, things like this. I'm always here for you guys. If you're going through a part where you like facing the man in the mirror. I was about to say this on my last one. I think it was for you. But basically, you're facing yourself. You're understanding that living a certain type of way, not accepting yourself fully, going by your ego, which is fear. Ego is fear. The ego talks you out of doing things. It stops you from connecting with people. The ego would tell you, I'm going to only call once. If I call twice, that's too much. I'm doing too much. You can call somebody twice. When somebody call you twice, you don't look at them like, oh, they're so pressed and they don't know. Now, see if you call 10 times. Or the ego would say, I can't dance because I'm overweight. I can't have a good time tonight in the bar because I can't have fun because I'm overweight. And I got to sit down and make sure that I look smaller. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit down and make sure that nothing's showing, nothing's jiggling. Because the ego would tell you that. The ego don't let you embody and embrace who you are. Because the ego is something that you put... Ego is a mask over who you truly are. Some of you guys are removing that mask. You're finding out that you're way more than you let yourself be. You could up until this point, or whenever you guys watch this video, up until this point, you could have been selling yourself so short. Your ego literally was running your life. Your ego was stopping friendships, stopping relationships, stopping job opportunities, stopping happiness. Your ego was, at first you created your ego to protect you, then your ego became an enemy. Ego started guiding you in a way that you did not want to go. Okay? You have skywriting, the fates. This is the obstacle that you have. Believing. Some of you guys may have an obstacles with your faith. Really believing in yourself. Really believing that things are going to turn out good for you. Really believing that the universe has your back. You're having problems letting go of things that you cannot change. You're having problems with non-judgment, not judging things. Some of you guys could still be grieving something. And some of you guys are still hoping that the past will be different. The obstacle here is some things you can't change. Some things that happened in the past, Libra, happened. And I know it was terrible. And the fact is you can't change it because it's done. The milk has already spilled. The only thing you can do is now. But for some of you guys, you feel like you can't move now. You can't move now. Because some of the things in the past terrified you. Some of the things that you can't control has terrified you. And you feel like you can't move. Stop being burdened by yesterday's fear. And look ahead into the potential of the future. You have a huge potential out there. Stop being trapped by the fear of yesterday. The fear of things that has happened to you. The lost relationships. The lost friendships. The family issues. The broken family. Some of you guys may not be able to, you probably are on the outs with a family member right now. Or a loved one. Or a lover or a friend. Those things happen. Some of you guys are scared of living your life because for some reason you think those things just happened to you. You think you were the only one going through those things. And you think for some reason you attracted those things to yourself. And it's monitoring your steps of how you move. You're trying to be so cautious. And being so cautious is costing you of living. It's costing you your happiness. It's costing you your freedom. It's costing you your sanity. For a lot of you guys, you've been through something in the past that you cannot change, that you wish you can change. Every day you wake up hoping that it can go back. Every day that's on your mind. For some of you guys, this may not resonate but for a lot of you guys, it is, because I'm really feeling this. Stop being burdened by yesterday's fears. Some of you guys have come to a point where you can't live in fear anymore. Some of you guys are coming to a point that, hey, I am still holding on to the past. Some of you guys may be coming to a point where, hey, I am still grieving. I'm still grieving. I'm still grieving. I haven't fully accepted the fact that this person is gone, or the fact that this situation is gone. I'm still grieving. I am not okay. And that's okay. It's okay to be not okay. That is okay. Some of you guys are just realizing that, and it may come down crashing on you, but you are never alone. You are never alone. You may feel lonely, but you are never alone. Even by yourself, even when no one's around, you're still never alone. You can't change the past. Some of you guys may also be upset with spirit, upset with God for the things that have happened to you. It's okay. Some of you guys who are very religious or you very spiritual, it's okay. God knows. God knows. He knows. He knows you're upset with him. He knows the only thing you want for him to do is change the past. He knows it. So some of you guys, you may need to just confess that I'm upset with what has happened to me, because some of you guys, you thought you control the outcome of life. You thought by the good deeds that you do, by how much you show up, that you can control what happens in your life. But bad things happen to good people all the time, Libra. Just because a bad thing has happened to you does not mean that you're a bad person. And does not mean you're being punished. You're not being punished. This is something you can't change. When the fates turn, that's what people don't talk about when they read the Wheel of Fortune. When things turn, when fate happens, sometimes it turns in your favor and sometimes it doesn't turn in your favor. That doesn't mean that fate's turning, it's a bad card, or it's a negative. That's just happened when things change. When tables turn. Okay? What's helping you is your focus. What's helping you is staying focused. And staying on track. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just, it's getting me. What's helping you is your focus. And you staying on track. And being intentional about your day. There's something that you put in all your energy into. That's something that you do that makes you feel alive. That makes you feel here. That makes you feel like you are alive. And that's what's helping you. Continue to dive into that. That may be some type of creativity. There's something that you're putting your focus on, like your needle focus on that. You're focused on your future. You're focused on completing some type of goal. You're focused on something. There's something you could be focused on, becoming one with spirituality. There's something that you're focused on that is helping you. The eye of the needle. You're also blocking, when you do this thing, you block everything out. You block everyone out when you do this thing. You don't feel hurt. You don't feel like you're imprisoned to your ego. You feel alive. You feel like you know what, that's whatever that is that you're doing, that is confirmation to keep on doing it. That's confirmation that you found someone or you found something. That's confirmation that you found something that can like save your life, that can save you. You found something that you love, something that you enjoy doing. This is about pure focus on something. You're working on something. So you may love your work, but I feel like it's deeper than that, Libra. I feel like it's something that you are passionate about. Has a lot to do with creativity. Look at the fire in this. Look at the fire here. Has a lot to do with creativity. Can have a lot to do with spirituality too. Some of you guys could be light workers. Whatever it is that you're doing, Libra, that's what's helping you. Whatever it is that you're focusing on. Some of you guys may just need a little bit more focus. Maybe a little bit more tunnel vision. Spirit is telling you, tunnel. Focus on that. Some of you guys have found your purpose. Some of you guys have found that thing. Spirit is telling you, focus on this. Tune everything out but that. Tune everything out but what you're focusing on, and just start learning to accept yourself. Walk away from that ego. Get that self-centeredness out. Some of you guys may have a strong ego. Some of you guys may be very arrogant and self-centered. may not do it on purpose, but that's the ego you created to help you with your insecurities, to help you from people picking on you, to help when you were being picked apart. So you built this strong person. You built this person that takes no crap. But for some reason you got to the road and you're like, I can't go any further with this false identity of me. I want people to love me. All of me. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the ignorance that I have, the intelligence that I have, all of me. I'm worth that. I'm worth that radical acceptance, that radical love. I am worth that. The way to progress in life, my dear Libra, dear Libra, that got me so emotional this morning. The way for you to progress is to realize that you have limitless possibility. Be here now. Gather your thoughts, your most cherished dreams. Focus on the brightest star in your never-ending sky and take small steps, small movements to work towards calling this glittering potential into reality. If you can only imagine this and hold that vision, you will summon all the celestial helpers and guides to aid you in bringing it into fruition. Keep your focus on the essence of potential rather than the form of it. Rather than looking like it, keep your focus on the essence of potential, the feeling of potential. We were just talking about the feeling yesterday. Keep your essence on a feeling of potential instead of looking like it. Instead of this. Because you've been looking like it. And you've been empty. You've been looking like it. But you've been empty inside. Small steps. Small movements. You have limitless possibilities. Focus your thoughts on them. Let spirit help you. Let spirit guide you. That's what spirit's here for. That's why you were created in his image. That's why you are a spiritual being, right? You're a spiritual being. Everything around, outside in nature is spiritual. Go in nature. Let the present day guide you. Embrace opportunities that come towards you. Some opportunities are going to be coming towards you. Embrace them. Don't let your ego talk you out of it. Don't let your ego say, no, not me, not for me. There's a limitless possibility on your life. Trust. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that the universe knows how to serve you. Trust that the universe knows how to give you what you want. Something that is specially made for you. Something uniquely made. Because you are uniquely made. Okay, Libra. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, Libra. And I will see you in the next video.